The weight of pride. The story opens with Marcus, a 27-year-old man chiseled like a Greek statue. He's at the gym, lifting weights and admiring himself in the mirror. His biceps flex, his jawline sharp, and his confidence through the roof. Around him, women steal glances, some blushing, others outright staring. Marcus smirking to himself. Yeah, they can't get enough of me while kissing his biceps. Later, he steps out of the gym, casually checking his phone. His messages are filled with uncensored photos and texts from women, some asking about his day, others practically begging to Netflix and chill. Grinning and thinking to himself, easy pickings. He scrolls through the names, looking for his next victim. Marcus sees a new woman, Sabrina, at a local coffee shop. She's stunning, with an air of mystery about her. Unlike the other women Marcus pursues, Sabrina has a depth that Marcus finds intriguing. He makes his usual smooth moves, and surprisingly, Sabrina seems interested. Sabrina smiling from ear to ear. You're quite charming, Marcus. I didn't expect to meet someone like you. Marcus with a grin like the Joker. I guess today's your lucky day. Over the next few weeks, Sabrina falls deeply for Marcus. She showers him with affection, gifts, and even money, wanting to support the man she's growing to love. They go on fancy dates. She takes care of him and spends hours listening to him talk about his dreams. Sabrina, smiling warmly. I just want to make you happy, Marcus. You deserve the best. Marcus pretends to reciprocate, but behind her back, he's already eyeing other women, still addicted to the chase. One evening, Sabrina decides to surprise Marcus by visiting him at his apartment. She's excited, holding a pair of throwback Jordans she's bought for him after a long days of work. She knocks on Marcus's door and waits, but when the door opens, another woman answers, wearing one of Marcus's shirts. The woman casually asks, can I help you? Sabrina freezes, her heart sinks. Her stomach churns as if she's on a roller coaster taking a sudden drop. The realization hits her. She glances past the woman and sees Marcus lounging on the couch with his shirt off, barely paying attention. Sabrina was in shock, yelling, Marcus! What's going on? Marcus, unbothered, gets up and walks toward the door. Marcus smiling, Oh, hey, Sabrina. Didn't expect you to drop by. You should have called first. Sabrina's eyes well up with tears as she realizes the truth. He's been using her all along, just like he does with every other woman. I gave you everything, Marcus. My time, my money, all the attention you wanted. And this is how you repay me? Marcus sighs, clearly bored by her emotions. He laughs nonchalantly. Don't make this a big deal. It's just how things are. Besides, I never asked for all that. Heartbroken and humiliated, she stares at him in disbelief. Her love for him quickly turns to anger as she feels betrayed on a level she never imagined. That night, Sabrina is filled with rage and sadness. She's in her apartment, crying over what Marcus did to her. But as the night deepens, her tears turn cold, and the hurt becomes something darker. In her despair, she remembers something. Sabrina isn't an ordinary woman. She's a witch, and a powerful one. With shaky hands, she lights candles and begins to chant, her voice echoing in the dim light. Whispering, You used me, Marcus. For my love, my money, my time. Now you will feel the weight of everything you've taken from others. She finishes the spell, her hands glowing with power. A wave of energy pulses from her and flies through the night, making its way toward Marcus. The next morning, Marcus wakes up feeling strange. He laughs off the weird dream he had about Sabrina chanting in some dark room. He heads to the kitchen for breakfast, grabbing his usual massive protein-packed meal, but as soon as he swallows his first bite, he feels his body tighten. His abs feel softer, his butt heavier. Confused. What the? He looks down and sees his stomach slightly protruding. His once perfect physique is no longer quite as sharp. He tries to shake it off as nothing, but every time he eats, smells, or even thinks about food, he gains more weight. Days turn into weeks, and no matter how much Marcus works out or diets, the weight keeps piling on. His gym sessions become torture, as even the thought of grabbing a post-workout snack causes his body to swell further. His once famous jawline is disappearing under a layer of fat like a can of biscuits. His shirts no longer fit, and he started avoiding mirrors altogether. His friends, who once admired him, looks at him with disgust. Marcus, feeling ashamed, can't seem to figure out what's happening to him. 6 months pass. Marcus is now unrecognizable. He has become so enormous that he can no longer leave his apartment. His body is trapped in layers of fat, each pound a reminder of the women he wronged. Later that night, Sabrina walks past Marcus's apartment. She stops and looks at his apartment window, and she says to herself, "Marcus, oh Marcus, you will never ever break anybody's heart ever again. Enjoy your life as the person you tried so hard to avoid becoming." She walks into the shadows and slowly disappears. And as for Marcus, back in his apartment room, he's all alone and gasping for air. His breathing begins to slow down until he takes his last and final breath. His eyes slowly close until he's no more. The end. If you would like to hear more amazing stories, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and hit that notification button.